Here live. I mentioned this yesterday that I might go live today. We are out here with the man himself, Bob from Anyfin. I'm holding you, Bob. There you go. But yeah, we're out here doing some fishing. He needed a grill moved, and I have a truck, so I was like, "Oh, I'll come move your grill, and we'll fish together." So we're out here going for carp, for some smallmouth. Kev is down there working for smallmouth already. You can see him right there on the edge of the screen. I'm getting rigged up for carp. Bob is about to toss in for carp. Good stuff. Got some fun things going on. We'll see if we can catch some fish here. And yeah, I'll let you guys sit over here and watch as I continue to get myself rigged up and as we get all set up for the day.
I'm having computer technical difficulties.
Not working out. Bob's trying to go live on the members side over there, but it seems to be going poorly.
I did drop my phone in the water. Well, I fell in the
Oh
water
no.
for the fourth time. Might have some. But I fished after it, but there was also pouring rain when I fished after it.
We got, I see we have at least one shat in there. I'll come look at that in a moment. See what we got. It looks like Will from afar. It is Will. See, this is how much Will is in the chat. From 20 feet away, I can see a blip on screen and can tell it's Will. Because I've seen his thing so much. And then that looks like Den, if I had to guess. It is Den. I'm so good at this, guys.
I'm gonna move our guys back. Because I'm kind of back. That's the right word. I feel like it's the right word.
Oh man. 2020 vision. It's beneficial.
Doctor told me to stay off of, he literally told me to stay off of social media. I was like, well, that's going to be a problem.
Why do you say that?
I don't know. I guess part of the medicine.
Huh.
Yeah, it was really a. Yeah,
That's a weird. That's kind of a weird statement.
Yeah, right. Like,
you had a medical procedure. Here's our instructions to you. Do this and this. Get plenty of rest and stay off social media.
He did something. So what's going on, Will? Just gonna set up like we're kind of around the covenant. Look, it looks on my side.
All right.
Hey, Dorothy.
See what's going on here, y'all. How's it going, guys? We are getting rigged up. We got Bob over there. He's live on his members side, so you can get a different view. I believe he's horizontal. So if you're a member to Bob, or if you would like to be, you can see a different view. Doing some smallmouth carp fishing. Smallmouth and carp fishing, not smallmouth carp. Smallmouth and carp fishing today. Getting rigged up currently on the carp rods, and then we're going to get rocking and rolling in a little bit. Bob, I was thinking about this the other day, and I think it was just like the way my schedule worked out with work and all the different things I was doing in the spring, because I've got such a wide variety of things that I have done. I don't think I caught a common carp all of last year. I caught a grass carp. I don't think I caught a common literally all of 2025.
This place about to blow up. I'm just making sure my camera's good now with the water here. Can you guys let me know if it's picture's good? Bad. If it's bad, just tell me it's bad.
Hey Matt, how's it going? Out here with Bob from Anyfin today. We're live on the public side. He's live on his membership tab. He's gone horizontal, get a little bit of a different, more cinematic view on his side. So, yeah, we are rigging up. Got that rig. I will need a piece of fake corn for hair rig, and then Bob's got a bunch of pack bait. So, Bob, did you put that peanut butter stuff in there?
I could find the powder, so I melted real peanut butter.
Okay, so I have a strange request for you.
Okay.
So, which I thought of this after you got off the phone with me,
Yeah.
and I was like, I wonder how we'll go about that. I might need you to pack my bait because I'm allergic to peanut butter.
Oh, interesting. Good
So
to know.
I was thinking about that. I was like, how's that gonna work? And it's actually I have to swallow it, but like the smell of it does make me nauseous. So I might need you to do that for me.
Yeah, absolutely.
So yeah, Bob's got peanut butter mixed into the pack bait, so Bob's gonna have to pack my bait for me today. So I'm allergic. Matt, we are going for smallmouth bass and common carp today.
Heck of a kapor. We'll have to be pretty aggressive with these.
Yeah.
We'll probably have to pull rods out of the way and everything, but like I said, if we get a hook up and we know they're in here, I'm going to pull my stuff and I'm going to move and I'll give you this spot if they're definitely in here.
Gotcha.
I'm tightening my drag pretty much all the way.
All
I
right.
also think that helps with these big rods. Like I think it absorbs better, the shock, because when I had the shorter rods and I tightened it all the way up, I felt like I would rip them out of their mouths more
Yeah.
often than not. I also changed my stance on small hooks versus big hooks. Like I was using bigger hooks on the bigger fish, thinking there was more metal, it was harder to rip out. I now think the absolute opposite. I'm using eights, and I feel like the eights, there's more skin contact around that lip, and it's like a perfect squeeze, so it eliminates the pressure on the point.
Hey, there's a huge frog right here.
Big frog?
Yeah.
Maybe I should come here for my frog hunt when I do it.
Yeah, let us know, man. We want to do frog spearing.
I'm gonna do it with my recurve and my atlatl.
Can I use your net to try to catch it?
Yeah.
It's huge.
All right, we got a rod rigged up.
Hey, Rob.
One of two rigs tied on. So, oh, don't tell me you're allergic to peanuts now. Unfortunately, I am. Happy Easter. Yes, it is Good Friday today. All right, so here's how this works for anyone who's never seen this before. Almost hooked myself in the face. We have this grenade-looking thing, which is meant and textured like this to pack kind of Play-Doh-like bait that the carp like into there. Kind of dissolves in the water. Then you pack this fake piece of corn in with the hook. They go for that fake piece of corn, realize it's fake, spit it out, and then the hair rig hooks them right in the lip, and then you got a carp on. So Bob has peanut butter in the bait, so Bob's gonna pack it on there for me, and we're gonna cast it out. Is that wagon? Yes, that's Bob's snagging wagon. Bob from Anyfin carries all his stuff around in this beautiful piece of equipment.
I'm out here with the Nolan guy. Make sure you guys have
All right, teach me how to catch a fish. Well, there's the rig. Then for this type of fish, carp, you set it out there and you wait. And they're big fish, and they take it down, and it's exciting. So you got to entertain yourself in the meantime, but when one goes down, it's usually a pretty good time. All right, Bob. Might need your assistance.
All right, here we go. Guys,
Avoid allergic reactions today. That's the ideal scenario.
I did not realize you were allergic.
No, I mean, I don't think I would have ever told you because it's not relevant. So.
Turtle coming your way, Dad.
Turtle? So funny. I'm like, hey, put them on today. I wonder if putting the rods down would be better with less line.
I don't know, maybe.
That way when I pull up, it's a straight shot. You know? Set all four up here, really basically chumming, but without chumming.
I got the frog.
Oh, Kev caught a frog.
Holy,
I'm gonna bust out of this spot.
holy.
He's a big bullfrog. Yeah, big old bullfrog. Hey, that'd be a nice new pet for you right there.
Nolan.
Yeah. Oh my gosh, go show him to my
They're showing chat. Just watch his rod tips.
Oh my gosh. Bro, this is definitely a bullfrog.
They're not in July 1st here, I believe.
Do we keep him as a pet and then eat him when he
You
goes
can't
up?
harvest them till July.
Yeah, you can't harvest him till
Yeah,
July.
you gotta let him go have his babies. Give him a nice
Show us the frog. Oh, he's on it. Some places you can use real corn because that's what they feed him at the hatchery. Yeah, that is true. But in Pennsylvania, they don't
Oh my
care
goodness.
much.
Oh, bro, I hate to let you go.
Frog legs for lunch. Yeah. Hey, Cole Region, how's it going? Zyro. Yep. So yeah, that's why we have the fake piece of corn on the actual hook, and then the pack bait itself has real corn. So we got the best of both worlds. Show you guys the zone here. So Bob's got 2 rods out. I'm gonna cast my first one.
What in the world?
I think. There you go. All right. All right, where do you think the zone is?
I think almost straight ahead, like we got the lines here. Maybe bring this one in closer and then that one out further. Okay. But this one's out all the way across. I mean, right under that tree. Is it some kind of run there? Perfect. Okay? Yeah. Pick the other, wherever you have room. Like I said, that'll be chum. We'll give it 30 minutes and then I'll put my 2 and then I'm going to head downriver.
Gotcha.
And if we find them there, we'll just move there. They sometimes go that way, but I feel like they get super skittish over there. Here, they come out of there, and they'll run along that dock on that edge.
Gotcha.
And when they're feeding, they'll be all out in here.
Hey, Scooter, how's it going? Rod Wilson's in. Christian Bartley's in.
Travis, we're going to be picking up the barbecue.
Scooter's saying hi, Bob.
Hey, Scooter, welcome in, brother. Nolan's going to help us with the barbecue.
I brought the
today.
truck along,
Yeah.
aka the vehicle I drive everywhere. So it's not like it was like, oh, I'll select from my repertoire of vehicles.
On my Friday truck. Yeah, he said he's going to have it out in the driveway. We won't have to go through his house.
All right, and then here's rod number 2. Medium power. That one's medium heavy. It's a little shorter. This one's long. 10 foot, but it's a medium, so a little bit lighter setup. That's the one I'm chucking close to the, closer to the wood, and then this one's in the more open spot. Selectively cast, because this one's got a little bit lighter line, a little bit less stiffness to it, so I'm going to cast this in the spot that isn't quite as dangerous to get snagged up in. My little cousin says hi. We are going to.
Oh, nice. If you can get over here, Travis, you know where we are.
Okay. We don't need all the spamming, so. Bob sent me rural route J-Town.
I felt good.
Thank you. Bob's a good dude. I've known Bob for actually quite a long time. I fished with Bob before I could drive.
We're right by the turn. No one's following.
When I was a young 16-year-old kid, I turned 19. How many days is that now? On Tuesday. I'm an engineering student. I do enough math in the week. Someone figure out how many days that is for me. That sounds so pathetic. Turned 19 on Tuesday. So I've known Bob for 2.5, 3 years now.
Something like that. It's been a while.
How do I hide the chat? You need to be a moderator. Yeah. So the people, there's a couple of them in here right now. Rod Wilson, Cole Region Explorer, Raptor Will, Outdoors with Den. They've got that little blue shield. They're the people who I know real well and can trust to like take care of any chat issues if I'm not looking at it when they happen. There's people like to like make it like a status symbol if you have that. It's really just a extra responsibility that I give people, like, hey, I trust you enough to go do this, so you have a job when you come in here. So how do I hide the chat? Okay, you didn't mean the chats, you meant the chat overall. Thank you, Samuel. Good catch. Yes, what Samuel says. Thank you for correcting my misunderstanding. Yes, cool.
Going now, I'm gonna lay him down. They're so dang big. All I need now are the bells on them.
All right, toss that over there.
They should be in his head.
So what we're running is braid down to 12-pound leader because carp can be line shy, but we still need some strength. So we're running down to 12-pound leader. And then that leader is going to run down to the hair rig. It's like a 9-inch long, 10-inch long hair rig at the end. And we're going to have obviously the method feeder on there as well with some fake corn on the hair rig. That's what we tossed out on the other rod, but for people just coming in, that's kind of the setup we're running. It's supposed to get warm today, hence why I'm wearing shorts and t-shirt, but right now it's, I don't know, it's probably 50, something like that. It's not quite warm just yet.
You give it 30 minutes, and I'm gonna pull my rods and take some different spots on the back here.
All right. That's way too stiff rod for what you're doing. You need a 12-foot rod and 3.5-pound test rod for carp fishing. Well, we catch lots and lots of carp doing exactly this. It's definitely not too stiff of a rod. In fact, most of the, yeah, there's a lot of structure. We're fishing in that. And then another thing to consider is, I mean, fundamentally a medium power rod is what a lot of the guys even in UK use. They just refer to it in terms of grams of stiffness of the tips and deflection and all that sort of stuff. They refer to it in a different system. This rod, that's a little bit stiffer, but this rod's pretty equivalent to what most UK carp guys use. So. So, like for example, I have that Rigged and Ready Infinite Mini. That's a British rod, which it's not American, which makes them somewhat hard to get. But all the tips there, they're equivalent to like a ultralight, light, medium light, all that. But they're rated in grams of the lure that they're supposed to throw. So it's a different system. It probably actually makes more sense to do it that way because it's more scientific. But most things that the metric system uses are more sensical than what we do. We just decide to not do them. So, but is it going? Oh boy. Oh boy, y'all. Watch out. We'll get it set up. Everyone in Super Slav says everyone in the chat is an expert carp fisherman. Well, they might know what they're talking about, but you know, if it works, then it works, and that's the truth.
You know, a lot of guys that carp fish city ponds, in my opinion, all around the world. A lot of the best carp fishing are these ponds, but we don't fish ponds. We're in creeks with moving water, structure.
Yeah.
And that's what makes it fun, but challenging is you've got moving water and you've got snags, and you can't horse them because they got soft lips.
Yep.
I mean, you really have to have your A game on your land.
Catch a big trout. Actually, right now technically wouldn't be allowed to fish this creek if it had stock trout in it because trout season opens up. Does trout season open up the day before Easter? Yeah. Yes. That's tomorrow.
Yeah.
Sandwiched between today and Easter.
I work, but my boys.
We're up at my grandparents' house, so.
All right.
Yeah, we're heading up there tomorrow morning, bright and early.
Nice.
So. He's just a nerd. Me? Yeah, I'm a nerd. That's definitely true. I am an engineering student. I think that qualifies as being a nerd. Put that right there. All right. Got another method feeder on here. Where the heck did I put my stuff? It's down here somewhere, y'all. There it is.
Let me know when you need the bait on.
Yep. Since when was being a nerd a bad thing? We aren't in the 80s. I mean, I wouldn't consider it a bad thing. Hence why I didn't get upset when someone said I was one. If being a nerd is your only characteristic, then that can be less than ideal. But being a nerd and other things, that's a good set of qualities. They're not in the way you said. Not in the way what said. While I own a rod made by a UK-based company. For example, like if you buy Daiwa rods, while you may be able to buy them in the UK, they are not a UK-based company. They're a Japanese-based company. So Shimano. So if they are made in the UK, they use the system of what gram lure is it supposed to throw. I don't know why the Japanese. I think the Japanese are the one who started the like medium light, all that sort of stuff system, but I don't know. So yeah, I'm talking about British designed rods. T-Man says, how you doing today? I'm doing well. Yeah. Lock them up, lock them up. There you go. Yeah. Yeah. All right. I got to get the fake piece of corn on there now. So one of the things, which, what's his name? J-Mac, the system he's referring to and suggesting that I use may work very well for him. But the more I learn about things that I do here on the channel, the more I learn that there is a truth in if it works for you, then it's probably what you should do. Like I think of archery, people are like, the big thing over the past couple years is like, don't punch the trigger, don't command shoot, which for most people in the world, that's probably good advice. The guy who won Lancaster Archery Classic, like last month, command shoots. So a lot of the guys who are professional archers command shoot because they can control it. Like if you can do it and it works for you, then you probably should. Just because it works for you doesn't mean that's the system someone else should use. So if it does work, then leave them alone, you know? Because it's probably the system that they tested stuff, figured out, oh, this does work for me, and then if it works, it works. I think that's a good way to go.
I know I'm not the smartest guy in the world.
What is good? See, the thing that a lot of people who like feel like they have knowledge about something do, which I strive to not do, even when I like may theoretically know something more about other people, is like, just because I have an education about XYZ does not necessarily mean that the person I'm talking to doesn't know what they're talking about. And too many people do that, and it's so unfortunate because it's just so.
What you can find out.
Yeah, it really does.
Learn anything
new. It really does. Like I strive to listen to anybody who has information to give. Whether I listen to it or whether I like apply it or not, it's a different story. But I strive to listen to them regardless of whether I think they should or shouldn't know what they're talking about.
Yeah. I'm not going to stop that day and change on a dime and try it. But I do listen.
Right, exactly.
And I will put it in my repertoire. At one point or not, I'll throw one rod out.
That's right.
I have raised now. We've actually got a video on our Trash Fish playlist of us smoking carp with the marinade. Honestly, if you ask Kevin what his favorite recipe of all time is, that's what he's going to tell you. That smoked carp recipe of raw fish. He likes that smoked carp.
Kind of sprinkling here. Awesome.
It is delicious.
Raining here. Gotcha. 48 people in here, 29 thumbs up. Thank you guys. We had a slower live yesterday. I think it's probably because I haven't done a live in a month. But yeah, definitely picking up a little bit of steam from where we were yesterday.
Nice. Now, it doesn't matter how you, where you catch them. They usually
Oh,
are
I just dropped it.
Oh.
Oh.
Carp generally,
All right, let's try that again.
We're bred like cattle. So there are big flavor differences over the years, even though they're all just kind of wild at this point. They still vary a lot. At this point, it's a lot of luck involved.
Where did we put it?
Right there. And I will say, we go out of the way.
A lot of rain. You can learn a lot from a dummy. That is true. And hey, I mean, there are many people out there. Like, for example, even in my engineering education, the vast majority of the time that a great idea and a great feat of engineering is like required, it's not because an engineer came up with a good idea to a problem. It's because someone else did, and then the engineers are just employed to actually figure out how to manufacture it and make it a reality. Like, it's usually not their idea. So you need the people who aren't engineers to come up with some of these ideas, because like, you're never going to push things forward if you only work within one system. If engineers were the only people ever tasked to come up with a good idea, then we would have very boring ideas, frankly. So yeah, you need a vast variety of opinions to actually be the best that you can be. All right, Bob, might need your help again. So I'm allergic to peanut butter, and Bob mixed in peanut butter to the bait. I'm only allergic, like I only have a reaction if I swallow it, but the smell of it in general does make me nauseous. So I'm not gonna try and get it on my hands.
To make sure not to put shrimp in it, and none of us will be able to use it. I'm allergic to
shrimp and peanut butter. Who can touch it? It's like
I put
Excalibur instead of who can pull the sword out. It's who the heck can put the bait on.
It's a special. I did yellow and white corn today.
Oh wow!
I thought that would.
It's the multicolored.
And that was something
madness.
from the UK was like, multi-corn works better, and I was like, because of the way they view things, conglomerate. He was talking about the spectrum that they look, and that stuck with me. So now that's a little minor change that I've made based on information I've heard.
Yeah, J-Mac, I totally believe that you actually do know what you're talking about. But yet again, we are in the U.S., not the UK. If you guys have ever seen Carl and Alex, really good carp fishermen over in the UK, and they came over to the U.S. and they're like, it's different here. It truly is. You go to a different place, you got to adapt, got to do it a little different.
I remember those guys talking about how hard American carp fight compared to UK carp.
Yeah, because they're not like docile.
Right.
So.
They're wild.
All right, check it out, man. So you think I should get this one a little further out?
That's pretty good. Whenever you want to go to the right of that one, I think they're gonna be moving. Yeah. Perfect. What I'm gonna do is I'm gonna take my camera. I'm gonna start walking. We don't have the sun, but I'm gonna see if I can spot any activity. Gotcha. And I want to give it 30 minutes soak here, and then I'm gonna move my rod somewhere. That way, at least there's a lot of bait here now.
I'm gonna chuck my micro rattle trap around and see if something comes out.
I won't be too far. I'll be able to...
I think if I just listened to your live for 30 minutes, I would learn so much. I can regurgitate a lot of information. I'm good at that. But yeah, there's lots of people who know lots of things. I guarantee you there's 70 people in chat right now. If we put the knowledge of all these people together about outdoor activities, we'd have a heck of a squad. There's a lot of people out there with lots of knowledge, and if you can glean something from listening to anybody, it's a good thing. So all right, y'all. Yes. Yeah. Happy Good Friday to y'all. I'm a believer, so this is obviously an awesome, important day for me. What's my PB? I guess it depends on what we're talking about. If we're talking about carp or smallmouth, which is what we're going today, I could give you that, but I could also give you my biggest fish of all time. Let me know what you actually want to hear, and I will tell you. Oh, I was going to show you this, and I completely forgot. So, on my ultralight 2-pound line, I do have a little tiny lipless crankbait. It's the Euro Tackle Z Viber, and we are going to toss this around, see if a little smallmouth or sunfish just wants to come out and grab it. You never know. So we're going to toss this around underneath the rods all time. Didn't get an exact weight on it, but all our sources say it's between 100 and 120 pounds. Caught a big stingray on this rod, that one. Yes, this one, not the white one, but the black one. I caught it on that rod 2 years ago at the beach. Heck of a fight on 40-pound line. 23 minutes to get it in. I think it was a fun one.
I'm gonna bag a 50-pounder this year and put it right in the freezer.
There you go.
I know I don't want 100 in the freezer, but I was thinking like, we got that like 25-pounder, and that thing was delicious. And they're like, the small ones are good, but they don't taste good when they get big. But I'm like, well, what's big? Like, they get up to hundreds of pounds, so like, what's big?
Yeah.
If I get a 50-pounder and it still tastes good, dude, that's a lot of meat.
Yeah.
And I was gonna just eat it like catfish, man. Freeze it up and cut it up and do nuts. Because that's what we made it as, like fried nuggets.
Yeah.
It was delicious. I'd take that over blue cat any day.
Yeah. It depends on species. Like the
Cow
type
nose
of
is
species
delicious.
I caught was actually the biggest one ever officially recorded. Now, people don't record those because people don't like them. So I
Right.
guarantee someone's caught a bigger one.
Yeah.
It's just nobody's recorded it.
Oh, that's
But
wild.
like cow nose get to like 250
Right,
pounds.
And they're the ones that I've, like, they're my favorite.
Yeah.
I haven't had enough to really speak like an expert on it, but I've had a couple now, and every time it's a cow nose, I'm like, yeah, the cow nose is absolutely delicious. Clear nose was good one time, and one other time it was just okay. That could have been a lot of fun.
Yeah, clear nose skate.
Yeah, compared to like.
I haven't had one yet. What I wanted to do is do one of my prints of a skate, but I haven't found one. I didn't catch one small enough last year. If
Yeah.
I get a small enough skate, I'd print it.
We caught a tiny one in Florida. We caught one that was like this big. It was like.
Is it true? Is it true fish don't like to bite if you're wearing shorts? I find I never catch as many fish when my knees are showing. Well, we have a fine lad down the way who pretty much wears shorts like the 3/4 of the year, and he catches more fish than either Bob or I do. So, I don't know. I'd say that one's probably false. Yeah, Kev is so like, he's on the move. He's always doing this. We're tied down to our cameras and our lives. It's a sacrifice we make. I love doing this. Love doing the live with you guys, but Kev's not tied down to that. So Kev is all over the place. I'm sure he's caught 7 fish by now. He totally could have.
Yeah.
So he catches a lot of
I
fish.
cannot get him to strap that GoPro on.
Yeah, I know them. Good friends of mine. That's because carp fishing is new to you guys. All the fish have not been targeted in the way any other place. Yeah, it's definitely, they're not, people over here aren't like looking to catch carp most of the time.
Yeah, they weren't. They definitely are starting to catch on.
Yeah, they're starting to catch on for sure. It's pretty cool. Yep.
Yeah, what I always say about carp, the way that they fight, when you're fighting them, people pay a lot of money for that experience, no matter what species it is.
Yeah.
To have a rod that you're really like slamming on,
Yeah.
and they're spooling you, people go down to the Keys for that same feeling. And it might not be the same cool species or whatever, but I mean, that's how I look at it. Maybe do it in your backyard, you hook into a good one.
Yeah,
That's-
heck yeah.
What's up, YouTube? There is 2 pockets down there. I could, after a while, I might move 1, 2, and spread out. If but I could put one way down there too and sit it way back so I can see it.
Yeah.
And that way we just kind of know what's going on. I'll give it like 10 minutes and then I'll pull mine out of here altogether.
Gotcha.
By then the bait should have fallen off the method feeder.
Where are yours at?
I've got this left rod in the, see where that kind of cup is?
Yeah.
Straight out from that middle of that cup.
Gotcha.
This one is under those branches. You can just see I left of the dock. Like it's way in there. I may be trying. I think there might be cover under that, like a log.
Yeah.
We'll see.
So I was thinking of some of the stuff that J-Mac was just saying about how different it is to catch carp and how you want the lighter line and all that, and it's just very different over there. It's very similar concept to the difference between bass fishing tournaments here and in Japan. You ever seen some of that stuff? And they use the dice lures and all this stuff. Yeah, like that stuff's crazy. We don't have to do that here because it's just not the same. So wouldn't be fun, didn't put up a fight, makes it more exciting no matter species of fish. Yeah, I mean, oh, you like catfish fights? Yeah, for sure. I mean, fish that's pulling back is an exciting fish. I mean, I get excited about little guys too, but that's because they're different and new, not because they're pulling back. So. Yeah. You said the black one was getting hit at some point, man.
Your black one was.
Gotcha.
Yeah.
So.
And that's kind of in the sweet spot, to be honest with you. Like if I come here with 2 rods, one's always going to be right there.
There you go.
That's where you want them. You got to landing them in there.
My black rod, I was telling Bob earlier, I have like probably too much, but near infinite faith in that black rod because it's got 40-pound line on it. It's a medium heavy, and it's a 6,000 or 4,000. I don't know what it is. It's a smaller reel. In terms of big reels, it's on the smaller side of big reels. And I've caught a 5-foot shark on that, no problem. My 100-pound ray in the surf. I have a, like it does everything. I'm like, all right, I trust this rod. So
yeah, sometimes I have a rod like that, and I'll go out and we'll have Kev with me. We'll have 6 rods out, and I'm like, I really don't want the other 5.
Right.
Because I'm like, what if that fish hits one of those? I'm gonna be upset. I'm like, I want it to.
And that's what I was talking to them about. So what Bob just said is why, as I was describing to you guys, I selectively put the black one closer to the structure than I did the white one. Because if one is going to go into the wood and I want to have a chance of getting it out, the one I want is the black one. Because I trust that I can do it with that. The white one, I'm not so sure.
I'm going to take a walk down, just kind of eye up, see if I see
Gotcha.
anything. Oh, there was a carp.
Oh, really?
Just
oh,
roll.
yeah, over there. I see it.
Okay, that's the one spot I...
How many rods can you use? We can use 3 per person here in Pennsylvania. So it is different, different everywhere you go. 30-pound line, 12-foot 3-pound test rods with 4-ounce leads, 150 yards out with a 20-pound hook link. Yeah, so this hole, well, I guess I can do this. That's about 8 feet. Yeah, that checks out. This whole creek's about 80 feet wide. So obviously our system is definitely going to look different. There's moving water here. We're using 30-pound main line down to 12-pound leader. So just came in. Have you caught any? And then Declan Edits is asking the same thing. We have not yet, but we got taps on that rod. A fish just rolled over there. These fish, you kind of got to let it marinate. I mean, J-Mac's apparently a carp fisherman, can attest to that. Most of the time you don't cast out and immediately get a carp. You got to let some stuff marinate for a little bit. So that's what we're doing. That's why we got this rod in hand to keep us entertained while we wait. So, yeah. To be honest, as long as he's having fun, who cares? That's right. And I will do my best to relay information to you guys, and that's what I'm here for. All right. Let's take a... I'm going to figure out something to put on my bigger rod. I've never caught a fish on this rod. I bought it this winter to replace one that I broke in the summer. I've not broken many rods in my life.
I'm going to move one down if that's all right with you, unless you want to move one down to that spot where he rolled. Just free up this area. Do you want to put one there, or you want me to put one there?
I completely missed what you just said.
I'm gonna move us.
Oh, okay.
Where he rolled. I don't know if you want to put one of yours, or do you want me to put one of mine over there.
I mean, you can toss one of yours. I'm
Okay.
content standing here at the moment, so. So yeah, I got this rod to replace my medium light that I broke in the summer. I haven't broken many rods in my life, but I broke one last summer. Still got my Fluger President, same as I had on my other medium light rod, but I've never caught a fish on this rod, and we're gonna rig it up and toss it out there. It's got a really nice action to it. Really like the grip. That's why I bought it. It was pretty cheap. So, yeah, we're gonna rig this up with something, and I'll just start working around with it. I'm gonna be off camera. You guys can watch the rods, but I'll probably say something every once in a while. Make sure you guys know I'm still alive.
Did you bring a sweatshirt?
No, I did not.
It's gotta be cold.
I mean,
I was sweating.
Cat's probably swimming. I don't know where he's at.
Yeah, Cat's probably swimming. I should have told him if he catches a sucker fish, keep it.
Oh yeah.
Fresh out again.
Oh, I think I only broke one pole before a catfishing rod, a tailgate. Oh yeah, that's right. Yeah, no, mine broke because the braid got tangled up around the rod tip, and I went to cast something and it snapped. So yeah, it was rough. I've broken 2 fly rods before, both in the same week. I don't know what was going on. And then other than that, I've only broken one other rod other than the one we are currently referring to. But I own a boatload of rods. I think I have over 20 that I use for different things because I fish for everything, as most of you guys who are frequent flyers on the channel know. So I fish for literally everything.
We're in the wet grass season, apparently.
Yeah, wet grass season.
I'm gonna run this one down, so if you wanna, after your casts are through, if you wanna spread them out, you can.
Gotcha. Oh man, y'all. Oh, how's it going, guys? I think it's a public creek. Yes, public creek. Was your last live, was it you shooting your bow? Because I was there, in there too. Yes, that was yesterday. So, yeah. Had a really good session yesterday. Put in some good systems for how to have efficient and productive practice during the live. As I was mentioning yesterday, one of the biggest things that's tough is when I'm constantly flipping back and forth between talking to you guys and shooting, I lose focus and don't shoot quite as well. So we're trying to fix some of that. Perfect little spot. What state are you in? I'm going to guess and say Pennsylvania. That would be correct. So, yeah. All right, got the leader put on that other rod. I'm going to go pick a lure and tie that on. I'll be back in a moment. Alrighty, y'all. Nice job. Keep working on that. I wasn't in that one like 2 months ago, maybe more. Yeah, I mean, I've been shooting my bow on live for a while, so definitely possible. All right, so here's the lure I selected. We have a pumpkin seed colored, tiny, deep diving crankbait, baby deep diver. So we're gonna toss this around.
I throw the kayak in here too.
Do ya?
Yep. Right where I parked, see there's kind of like a drainage ditch.
Yeah.
I get in there because it's kind of lower to the water. And I ride all the way down. You can get all the way down underneath that bridge and up about another 100 yards to get to the shallow. You can kind of see the drop-offs then, you know? Good fishing. Last year I went like 2 for 7 out of the stalker one day. I got so desperate because I had a couple, 4 or 5 carp days down there in the open, but I definitely pre-baited down there. And then I pre-baited again, and I came back and there was like 3 guys fishing it, and I'm like, all right, I'm never doing that again. It was like $40 a bait. I just helped them with. NJ said the same thing. I was talking to Mark one time about pre-baiting. He's like, you gotta be an idiot to pre-bait around here. He's like, people watch where you go and then they just go there right after you're done. Yep. We'll go to the car and get bills. Of course, the rod will probably go. Maybe I had him in that big box. Man, I went out 2 nights ago.
16 people in. 44 thumbs up. Oh. All right, here's what we're gonna do. We're gonna wing a bait in here, and we're gonna have this sitting right there so you guys can see me and see the rods. I'm thinking that I may have made a unwise choice given how much wood is around using a crankbait with treble hooks, so we might change that up. Here's the rods. I'm gonna change lures here.
I'm gonna get belts from the car.
Yeah, I'll keep an eye on stuff.
Just grab it, goes down.
You see it down. Oh, we got meat coats.
They'll be rolling in here probably another week or so. You know, you'll see them all over the place.
All right, y'all, I think I made a good selection over here. I'll show you what it is once I get done rigging it up. It's not the easiest thing to rig up. Alrighty. Nico Helgramite on a Ned rig. Toss that in there. So the reasons why I have a medium light are as follows. It's a good intermediate between like a trout fishing rod and a bass fishing rod. So if I want to do something, this with the bells.
If this is an actual...
Right. If I want to do something, any rods as I would like, or I have limited space, I can take something like a medium light and have both a trout and bass capable setup. The other reason I have it is for smallmouth bass, Ned rig, that sort of stuff, which is really what I'm doing when I'm doing Ned rig, smallmouth finesse. This is a perfect rod. So that's why I have stuff like this. Ned rigs, tiny wacky rigs. That is the stuff right there, man. Can you see my other rod? Okay, there we go. We'll do this. And more like that. All right, there we go. I'm going to reconnect the chat real quick. I'll disappear for like 2 seconds, then I'll be back. So bear with me. We're back. All right, we're going to walk on over here, toss a couple in this hole, keep it angled so that you guys can still see the rods and such. Bob's got himself set up down here. You can see my rods over there. All right. Oh, yeah. Fish right here.
I like that we're spread out more.
Yeah.
Like it takes the pressure off the spot standing. One will come by and swing.
Who taught you about fishing? A variety of sources. It was me deciding that I would gather information. So like people say self-taught, but you're not self-taught. You're just deciding that there's not one mentor. You're just going to use a bunch of information. So Bob's helped me with some techniques. Bob's taught me about a lot of carp and cat fishing. Trout fishing was a lot of just going out on stocked trout spots and talking to other people. Bass fishing was a lot of YouTube watching. Microfishing was a lot of YouTube watching and personal experimentation. So variety of sources. I also have some buddies who also fish. So as they gathered information, they share it with me. No one person in particular taught me fishing. I just kind of gathered information. We're going to go even further down. We're going to cast up underneath this log right here. Check that out. We're going to cast up underneath that with the Ned rig. See if there's any fishes up in there. There we go. Woo! Right here? Yeah. Suckers would be good. YouTube University for the win, indeed. There's a... Really? Huh. Yeah. Yeah. There's a lot to be said for, honestly, like you can be taught by someone, but like hands-on experience is always going to be the biggest teacher. Whether it is you're actually taking like a course on something and then you go out there and you actually have to put your hands on it and say like, oh, okay, I actually understand this now. Like I did so much research before certain fishing trips I've done or the hunts or gold panning, and like until you get out there and do it, it's not going to be the same. Which is why I like showing the full process of like showing, well, this is the ways you're going to mess up, because it prepares you better than just information does. But still, like you're going to have to get out there and do it yourself. Knowing things in your head only goes so far in terms of acquiring skills. You learn from mistakes, indeed. Good to see you, Anthony. $32 people in here, 45 thumbs up. See if we can get to triple-digit likes by the end of the day. That's always a... Hold on. Sometimes you can't speak. That's always a good milestone to hit. That was what I was trying to say. Could I say it? Absolutely not. Oh, that pristine cast. Could not get any closer to where I was trying to go. It's probably an inch from perfect. What time is it? 11:30 a.m. Ooh. I was on his stream earlier. Sweet. Currently at 46 thumbs up. It's the current count. See if we can bump us up to halfway to our goal here in a moment. We've been live for an hour, so we are less than halfway through our time out here. See if we can get to halfway of the like goal for today. Take care, Nolan. Good luck. Thanks, Anthony. I appreciate it. Hey, Skeeter, how's it going? Won't be too long here before I see Skeeter. I gotta ask Bob and you about that. Like, are we camping or are we just, is it a one-day thing? I'm not exactly sure. I thought I did, and now I'm not sure I understand the concept here. Is it a one-day thing or is it a multi-day thing? I'm a little confused, but. Thanks, Skeeter. I appreciate that. One-day event. Okay, that's kind of, I thought it initially was a multi-day event, and then with some of the details that were released about like where we were and what we rented and all that, I'm like, one day makes much more sense. So I was a little bit confused as to how to remedy those two things. A lot of people be staying somewhere. Yeah. All right, that's what I thought. Cool. That is what I thought. Well, I will be there super bright and early on that morning. And yeah. Checking with Kev. Kev's back. Where is he? Kev's back. So we will see if he caught anything, found anything interesting. He was off on a solo adventure. Check in with him. 56 people in there. I've been very busy getting things together for Skeeterville meetup. I can imagine. That makes some sense. I'm gonna stand right, yeah. Find anything, Kev? Oh, did you?
But he said there's people down here throwing stuff now.
Huh.
I did lose like a 2-pound smallie at the bridge.
Did ya? What'd you hook him on?
What?
What'd you hook him on?
Tiny swim bait.
Tiny swim bait.
You fall.
I got a.
Your arm looks like it fell on you.
Oh
Okay.
no, that's when I caught the frog.
Oh, okay.
That's from the frog, because he was buried in the mud.
Got a net rig.
Cobra bite on?
Yep.
Ooh.
Bluegill, it says. Well, I mean, they are in here.
You could catch one.
Not the intended target, but it's possible. I've caught a bluegill on a hair rig before. It was a very large bluegill.
Caught trout on there. Caught just about everything.
On what? A Ned rig?
Yeah. Caught a big smallie.
That reel
swimming in
sounds
the rig.
interesting.
Remember we were swimming in it at the Perky and I caught one?
Oh yeah.
58 people in here, 48 thumbs up.
That was from somebody's comment. They're like, "You ever try swimming in Ned rig?" I'm like, "How do you do that?" And they're like, "You just keep it high in the water column."
Like
you
a
would-
trout magnet,
Yeah.
yeah.
And I
Yeah.
did that, and that night I got a nice smallie right
Yeah,
out.
yeah, it works. It can, at least. Doesn't always, but
Oh, it's just so much. I was fighting that 2 pound smalley for like 30 minutes.
That's how it is in these creeks. They're dead till they're not. And everything turns on and my down here. This rod's definitely moving a little bit. And that's right where that carp rolls. So he's definitely switching up. You go down on the dam if you're warm enough, you need to go in the
I'm
car.
good. Nice little trespasses. They weren't there before. There was a dog walking on the other side.
Yeah, the kids down there with a net and a bucket.
Get the tool now. I just a baby.
what type of rod and reel? So these two are mine. We have a medium heavy 9-foot with some 40-pound braids down to the 12-pound leader with a carp setup on there. Same general setup, but we got 30-pound braid, medium power rod on the other one. This is a medium light that I'm just messing around, seeing if some smallmouth want to come out and play. It's a little early for them, but they're here. We got a Ned rig on there, Fluger President, 15-pound braid down to like an 8-pound leader, medium light rod. So we just messing around, really waiting for those big ones to go down and messing with this in the process. That is the main target right there, those two. So 50 likes. Thank you guys, I appreciate that. I thought it was supposed to be warm today.
Yeah, right? I put my banana tree out today. I hope it warms up. I don't think they like anything under 55. It was like 49 going up to 74, so I threw it out.
I know.
Figured it could use the moisture that was in the air and then it would warm up. Lyle's banana tree, I should say. He's got a cactus garden, a banana tree. He's got now 9 coconut palms that we're working on.
Oh man.
Trying to germinate them, I should say. Germinates coconuts everywhere. Stolen from an island in Florida.
Meat Eater Trivia or whatever. There was a big thing about the word germinating and what that really meant. There was a bunch.
Oh, like watch them. Ziploc bag, soak them overnight, and then you put them in a Ziploc bag, you fill them full of water. But of course, like in the video, they're all the same shape, but in real life, they're all different shapes. None of them fit in the bag right. We immediately start molding and like, all right. We had a pontoon boat on an island and then got stuck on the island. Like the water was pushing us out, so all 4 of us were pushing the pontoon out. We had so many coconuts, I kept telling Mom, like, we're going to have to throw the coconuts overboard. He's like, no. Get the coconuts go down when I go down and get them. We had 35-gallon buckets filled with coconuts.
How's it going over here, y'all? Oh, it was supposed to be real nice and warm today. 74 degrees Fahrenheit was supposed to be the high. I mean, that still could happen. It's just definitely not that right now. Kind of fish, we're going for smallmouth bass and carp primarily, but anything that wants to come out and play, we won't say no to. $45 people in here, 52 thumbs up. Thank you guys. We are having a good time out here today. Oh man. We can find some other sort of rig to throw on the ultralight. tossing these crevices. I don't have any like worms or anything, but we can pull some corn out of the pack bait and toss it in there. That'd work. So yeah, let's get a little rig on the ultralight and just toss it around, see if a chub or something wants to come out. Get a fish on the board. It's always a good thing to do. All right, simple as can be. We are gonna just toss a weightless piece of corn shallow up in some of these wooded areas and see if a fish is around. Finding anything over there, Kev?
Nothing.
You seen anything other than that smallmouth you hooked?
Nope.
Nope.
Lots of rock bass in there. I'm surprised I didn't catch any of them.
Yeah, no. I mean, get a little float on. All right, y'all. 38 people in here, 53 thumbs up. Thank you, guys. We are going to... Yeah, we'll do that. It's a short ride. Let that sit there. Do its thing. You can also do this. This is probably a better idea. On the Schuylkill. Now we are on a local creek to Bob's house. We're out closer to him. I was going to help him pick up a grill today using the truck because it doesn't fit in his car. And the other option was he has a old trailer, but he'd need to fix it first before he could use it. I was like, I can just come do it with the truck. He was like, all right, let's go fish and then we'll do it afterwards. I said, sounds good to me. Interesting. We just definitely had something messing with it. He's got a motorized low to the ground bike, and there's 2 kids riding it. It's like ultra fat tire. The tires are probably 6 inches wide. Alright, here's what we're gonna do. We're gonna leave the rods in. I see a porta potty. I need to pee. So, we're gonna leave you with the Anyfin squad, and I'm gonna run on up there. I'm gonna run up there to go to the bathroom real quick. Alright, right there. Rods will go down as soon as I get up there.
What is going on? This is not the Schuylkill. Nope. Hope y'all doing good. I'll let him tell y'all that stuff, but I'll give you guys the view. Should we play a prank on him? We'll wait till he closes the bathroom door, and then we'll start yelling.
You gonna do to catch a suckerfish?
Chop them up.
Chop him up.
tuna?
Steve, I'm not sure I'm going to go to the river tonight or not. I might go to the creek and carp fish. See how I feel. I'm definitely not up to walking down the trail, so if that place is going to still be like, I don't know what the police are doing there, I don't want to get stuck walking somewhere. I know I'm going to have to pop some pills when I get there. It's going to kind of hit me hard. I do want to go out. I was hoping this would be good, and if it was good here, that would kind of tell me the other stuff would be good. Really active here. One did roll, so it could be they don't like the breadcrumbs, but we caught a couple of them. I like tanker better. Using up the rest of the breadcrumbs. They don't break down as quick. Tanker is good. Tomorrow is trout, opening day of trout. So if you need some fish heads, I'm sure we're going to have a lot.
5 person, so we should have 15 if everything goes.
If you catch a really small trout, keep that too.
Live?
Nah, you can throw it. It's going to be too hard to keep it alive, I think. But just if you catch like a real small one, keep that one and the rest can be big.
What do you mean by small? Like this big?
Legal. Just one that you would throw back. The smallest that you're probably going to catch. You know, instead of you
I'll
throwing
keep
that back.
one.
Keep it. Right. Because we're going to have plenty of trout.
Too much about
Yeah, and I want to smoke them and eat them fresh. I don't want to have 30 in the freezer.
Think you're tough? Think you're tough acting like that?
Wet.
Oh!
Oh my God.
Got himself a bat.
Oh, glad that didn't go. I didn't even see that rod there. I had no idea that was sitting there.
Yes, you can
Got one piece of corn on it.
Nice.
That would have went in if you.
Well, I'm just using it for like sunfish and chubs and stuff. At least in theory.
Yeah.
With our luck, the carp would take this.
Well, how buddy tried to put a wheel over there.
All right, we're back, y'all. Any bites? We had one little nibble on that rock, but we're letting them heat up.
No, heat it up. It's tough enough.
I don't know what you have planned for lunch, Nolan, but if you want to go out for pizza, there's a pizza place up by us.
Yeah, I'm fine with that.
Did you have pickle pizza there before?
I don't think so.
We'll get a pie for us three then, and I'll pick up. They make a special pie that's for kids. For kids. I'm looking at these kids thinking for kids, like gluten free.
Oh,
Cauliflower crust. So I'll pick up one of those. They got really good strawberries in Green Lane. So, it don't matter if you get whatever pie you want, whatever you like on. But if you're up for it, the pickle pizza is my favorite.
that's fine by me. I'm willing to try it.
Tastes better if you run 4 miles first. So. That's where we go. We do like a 4-mile run. There's a club there. And afterwards, we get a pickle pizza. Oh my gosh, it's good. Yo, he got 4 feet in the air, man. You see that? He went way up in the air.
What?
Looking off the dam.
$44 people in here, 59 thumbs up. Have a quick bathroom run. This kid jumping on that motorized bike over here. See if he comes back. Get it on camera. So you saw something come up?
Yeah, looked like a little crappie. Actually, a decent crappie.
Few mosquito bites, might catch a cold. Oh my gosh, y'all. We're up to 60 likes. Thank you. Not much fish action going on just yet. Might put on a trap magnet jig head and just toss around a little bait. Have a little bit more control over it than that piece of corn. So change that out. I'll be back in a moment, y'all.
Okay. Yeah. Yeah, bro.
Everything's like a couple weeks behind this year.
Yeah.
Last 2 years, we were catching a lot of carp in the creeks with cab on spring break. Last year I saw a different spot on a different creek. That was starting to
Spring
get
break
active.
was a lot earlier than this, though.
What?
I mean, spring break was a lot later than this.
Was it?
Yeah.
Oh damn, that messes my whole thing.
Pretty sure. I mean, I remember April. I remember going to school for April Fool's Day.
I am mad at fishing. Catch them squirrels. Yeah, I done some squirrel hunting. Not much squirrel catching. That is a stick.
Got me excited.
That's called a stick.
Stick roll. 3-pounder.
Oh my gosh, we got him. Yeah, that's snagged up in there. This is a 2-pound line. My bet is we don't get this back. Fish on. I wish, Will. Oh wait, hold on.
Oh.
Did I just get it back? I think I might have.
Probably got the hook out.
Not too bad, actually.
Oh.
A little push and shove, and we're back in business. All right, well, let's not cast right there. Yeah, I wish, Will. A little slow today. Maybe you should have gone to the lake and not the creek. It's just part of fishing, indeed. You know, part of me thinks that the better you get at fishing, the better you get at just moving your snag locations. And what I mean is, when you're bad at fishing, where do you get snagged? Oh no, I cast it into the tree and I'm stuck. When you're good at fishing, you see structure and you cast at the structure, and then you get snagged in the structure. So you just get a sign of a good fisherman is that they get snagged in the trees underwater instead of the trees above water. That's a good fisherman right there. $61 thumbs up. Thank you guys. Gonna see if we can get to 100 today. That's always nice. Pop it in here. Oh, I'm double snagging. There goes that one. All right, let's go get re-rigged. We're working on it, y'all. I'm gonna check these baits actually. Let's check the baits on the big rod. Nothing. Have to have an anything crew member get me repacked on there with the peanut butter bait. Peanut butter bait. All right, what are we looking at right here? Let's re-rig this real quick. Exciting. It's drag noses. Might need a, well, not might. I'm gonna need a bait repack. I pulled them out to see, check on them. Oh, out here. We should also, just for the sake of doing something exciting on the live, we should pack some into here. So I'll show the guys on the live here. All right, so most of you guys probably know this. Among all the things I do on my channel, one of my favorite things is to throw my sling. Usually I throw one that just has 3 individual cords, can mold it around stuff really easily. But there's also this variety, which I don't really like because it doesn't have as much flexibility. But for something like trying to throw a pack bait ball, I was thinking if we kind of pack it into the weave.
You sure it's not going to affect your hand?
Yeah, I'm sure. So, yeah, if we pack it into the weave there, I'm going to see if we can throw it. Just kind of like squish it down into it, I guess. See if I can fold it over and then get it like packed in. Because we want it kind of like that. So you can pack it in there like that.
What is that?
One of my slings. We're seeing if I can sling.
It would be even better if it like shotguns out.
Yeah. All right. Yeah. All right, so we're gonna
Oh.
gotta flip that one around.
We caught
All
a
right.
big bullfrog. That's what we call it, Fishin.
All right, we'll back you guys up.
Monster.
All right, so for those of you guys who haven't seen me do this before, this is like the sling that David used to kill Goliath. We're gonna see if we can throw pack bait with it.
Watch this.
Mm-hmm.
Put my
You
arm
guys
up
see me?
right there.
Oh yeah.
Wait for you to hit the house. Bam! Right off the side.
Yeah, it works.
All right, that's pretty much right on the spot too.
Yeah, that's where we wanted it to be. So, hey, the woven sling can throw pack bait. The one with all the individual strings can't, which makes sense. But
Much cooler than a bait boat.
that's right.
Takes a little more skill than the bait boat.
Bait
I'll
boat.
pack up your methods.
Bait sling. Bait sling is a success with the woven one. I've tried it with the other variety, and it's not the play, but the woven one works. So now we know. I can keep that one in my carp fishing kit. Chucking up, or chucking out pack bait. All right, Bob kindly repacked that for me. That one in there.
Yeah. Definitely in that, like, under that tree. That's like the comfortable area. They'll come out comfortably. When it's clear here later in the year, you'll see them. Like, you'll see nothing. You're like, oh, and all of a sudden you'll see them peeking out from there, 4 or 5.
Yeah.
And then they'll get spooked and they'll go run back under there.
Yeah.
So it's just a matter of waiting and quicker to come out. Sometimes I cast right up into it.
Yeah.
But, I mean, it's less than 50% chance of getting them out of there. Then either break off or you pull it out of their lip. Oh, yeah. I'm going to recast mine. Get a shot here.
Two rods back in the water. I love to fish. That's awesome, Melanie. 29 people in here, 64 thumbs up. What's our battery percentage at? 23%. We might want to go get the battery back up. Yeah, let's go get the battery back up. I shall return. Watch these rods for me, y'all.
Living the dream right there, man.
Heck yeah.
Dude, he's not even holding on. Getting the backs like this.
Where are you? We are in southeastern Pennsylvania. Get the battery backup plugged in. Bear with me. All right. And we're charging. Sweet. Oh, yeah. Looks like I used to fish at Missouri. Yeah, I was at Missouri, or in Missouri. Oh boy, preposition. I was in Missouri recently for a YouTube event. So, beautiful place down there. I was in the Ozarks area. So, the video for the trip overall is out on the channel. We'll have a couple more pieces of content coming out from that trip in the future, but the main video is out from the Missouri trip. All right, let's, I was born around there. Awesome. Let's rig up the baby rod. I'll keep those in sight. Way over there. Rig something up just to toss around, keep us entertained for a while. It's slow today. Have you fished this creek at all for carp this year? Yeah. So, I wonder if it's just, I wonder if it's a slow day or if it's a slow creek right now.
It's a slow creek.
Gotcha.
Actually, I did go in there.
Bob sent a gift, thank you. Not that Bob. Bob, you sent a gift.
I did one night. I'm doing it again tonight, actually, afterward.
Gotcha.
The spot up by me is starting to look good, though. There's a spot I'll talk to you about.
Yeah.
No one's ever fished that side, like ever, until last year, and now there's like people been fishing it pretty often. I don't want to lose that spot. It's a good one. We worked really hard to find that spot.
Which one?
The one we rafted up. We carried the rafts up river to. The big boulders out in the middle of the. Remember when you were bike helmet? We went up there and we caught carp.
I'm gonna go grab my ultralight.
Oh yeah, that's that. Yeah. We walked up.
I saw a tank up there.
Yeah, we still haven't caught him.
Nope. He's a 40 all day.
People are going up there now?
Mm-hmm.
Like walking the creek up?
Yeah, he's live though.
Okay.
Like a 4-pound bullfrog today. if we're gonna talk about our successes, Jeff caught a monster bullfrog.
Yeah.
Of course, it was probably too cold to run away from him. That bullfrog was probably just as mad at the weatherman as we are.
But I kid you not, I missed him and he was like buried under mud. I saw his one toe stick out and I netted him. And then he went like, oh.
I'm back in the morning.
I'm back.
Yeah, they're out of season. They usually come in around July 1st. That would be a good one for sure.
I'm gonna do a bow hunt tomorrow. I think that's just walking around with my car. I think of literally just doing I'll have like a skewer. And then when I do the swirls, I'm gonna use judo. So.
Yeah, that's what I used to do. They're the ones that stand up, right?
Yep.
You have any of the bird ones? You know the ones that are open?
Yeah, I know.
I used to use those too.
Yeah.
I was big time in the archery when I was like 12.
Show me state, show me some fishies. We're working on it, man. We are working on it. Slow day today. One nibble all day pretty much, right?
Yeah.
And Kev cooked into a smallie downstream.
Time of year too.
So 3 of us out here. There have been 2 contacts with fish.
We saw the one roll, so they're definitely around. It's a matter if they're going to come out and eat or not.
There we go. It is. Yeah, we did see a carp roll, so they're definitely here, which we knew. But yeah, we gotta get one to commit. Wanda Schaefer, that's my grandma. I will see her tomorrow. Ah. All right.
Oh boy.
Good luck. We need it today. It's a slow day. Tomorrow's the start of trout season, which means fishing is going to pick up. Because regardless of what else is biting, the trout definitely will be. So I won't be able to go out tomorrow, but this following week at campus, I will have some opportunities to go down to the local Tupelhocken near the campus I go to, and we'll go after some trout for sure. So, oh yeah, come on, fishes, do your thing, man. 70 likes, 30 away from triple digits. I'll go toss it around here. Did you catch anything today? Just a big bullfrog. It's a slower day. The carp in here are not too excited about eating right now. The ones in the river somehow are a little bit more active than the ones in here. I wonder why that is. Bob might have commentary on that. Bob, do you have any idea why the ones in the river have been active and the ones in here haven't? You think the river's warmer?
I'm not sure. I think it might just be like temperature related and food related. I know it's always that way. The river always turns on first. Lakes always turn on small ponds. They're already rolling and
Oh yeah.
and reproducing. You know, they're already doing that stuff there. I've got a few spots where they're actively rolling in big groups, but I think it's just, you know, there's a lot of different things involved with water level on the river and food coming down. And
Where was it you said you saw that crappie? Right in here?
Yeah.
Huh. Gotcha. So it's a Missouri channel? I don't know what you're talking about. We're from Pennsylvania. I've been to Missouri. The channel is not about any state. It's about all the things I do. So hopefully that answers your question.
Glacier wants to remind you, judo points will stick in your tree.
That is true.
And they're expensive to replace. What pound are you going to shoot on that? Is that like a...
I'm gonna use my recurve, which is 40 at 28, so it's like 37 at 27, which is my draw.
That's what I told him, 40.
Yeah. I just call it 40, but like and actually it's 37, but whatever.
You thought you were doing 60.
Oh no, I'm not using those on my compound. Although I have been thinking, in early deer season, I'm definitely. I think the quiver I'm getting is a 5 arrow. I'll put. Got my 3 deer broadheads. I'll put those in the quiver. Obviously, I'll stick 2 judo points in there. If there's a squirrel sitting on the ground just sitting there chirping, I'll knock him out. Like, why not?
Yeah.
You know.
What's cool about squirrel hunting is you can do that live. You can bow hunt live.
Oh yeah. And the nice thing about my fall schedule is I don't go in on Wednesdays. So like if I say I'm getting up at 5 in the morning, 6 in the morning on Wednesdays, and I think I'm going to be able to do some deer hunting on my pastor's land, I can go out there and do a morning sit on Wednesdays. So like regardless of what my weekends look like or whatever, I can pretty much get in a sit a week if I want. So that'll be nice.
Yeah. You just reminded me that project. We have like a spot where we hunt, but I'm going to make it like I'm building like a permanent line there. Just for the sake of recording and being comfortable out there. Lyle likes to sit down there. I'm going to have a little spot. And I'm digging into my hill.
You said Lyle's doing that forging.
Yeah.
You said, did he have like a deer antler he was going to use for a handle?
Yeah.
Did you guys find that?
Yeah, I did. My neighbor shot a deer the one night, and I was helping him look for it. And I found the antlers while we were looking for his deer.
Huh.
Big 8-point. I was hoping for like a spike.
Yeah. So I'll give you guys on the live chat a sneak peek as well, but I'll tell Bob. So I've been working on a shed hunting video, and all I found are deadheads so far. And I didn't know, at least the first time I went out, that in PA you're not supposed to pick up deadheads. So I picked up an 8-point deadhead, and then realized my mistake. And I recorded it, and I want to do it the right way, so I reported it, and they had to take it. And I found another one, and it was a 3-point little guy like this big. So I had a rack probably this big, an 8-point rack. I was like, oh my gosh, and I had to give them up. And the one I get to keep is a 3-point that's 9 inches long. I'm like, okay. But yeah.
I find them usually on the edges of clearings where you have a lot of underbrush.
Yeah.
Seems to be where they drop them the most.
I've
Valley Forge is an awesome spot to find them.
Yeah, what I've been doing is I walk into the woods, find a deer trail with fresh scat on it, and I will follow that for miles and just see if I can find any. And usually I find more and more sign, and eventually I'll find something. But
you're looking in the wind, I find Sunday best when the sun's at your back.
Yeah.
And it's kind of almost like
they shine a little. Oh, I had a bite. That was a bite.
when I've gone looking for like Herkimer diamonds. That's what you do. And
Yeah.
It shines better.
Yeah, you got to get the lighting right.
Yeah.
The deadheads. Yes, my uncle went out with me. We got the 3-pointer together. We were out there together for that one. But yeah, you guys will see that video eventually. Probably late, like right before summer starts. I'll be done with that. Got a couple projects in mind I'm gonna do with some stuff, all that. But yeah, I was just thinking of Lyle because Lyle's got a deer antler he's gonna use for a knife handle. That may or may not be one of the projects I'm doing. I've got 2 in particular in mind so far, and then I have one more that I know I can use it for something. I just don't, I know what I'm going to use it for. I just don't know what the timing of when I'll get the opportunity to do that thing is. Hey Glenn, how's it going? That's one of the guys down from my recent Missouri trip. We are up here in PA going for carp and smallmouth. They have not really warmed up all too much yet. How's the fishing down by you now, Glenn? I know it was pretty decent when I was down there, and that was like a whole month ago at this point. So how's the fishing going? You got a chance to fish recently? Oh, I caught a weed. There we go. Tossing around the ultralight, hoping that one of those carp rods will go down. That's the goal. That's the idea. 75 thumbs up. Thank you, guys. 17 people in here. Oh my gosh, that was another fish. What's going on here? White bass is starting to run and the crappie is on fire. That's awesome. Yeah, right now, stock trout season up here starts tomorrow. So we're kind of just holding out until stock trout go. And then by the time stock trout start to slow down a little bit, then carp and bass and catfish will all be on. So like, you know, tomorrow is kind of the start of a new era for the year. When the stock trout season opens up, then you do that for a while.
It's just getting your creeks back.
Yeah.
So many spots where I would.
Oh yeah, for sure. I mean, like there's spots that I'd go for suckers and all this that I can't go to right now because of
Fall fish.
yeah. I haven't caught a fall fish in a while. With all the different things I do on the channel, I used to actually do a lot more fishing that I have been doing, and work in college, all that plays a part. But you know, I haven't like there's some species, some fishing experiences that I haven't done in a year or two, just because of I've been branching out, and I like the branching out. But you know, I miss some of the fishing experiences. Although having the option to do archery and gold panning and fishing and camping and just be able to do anything that an opportunity presents itself for, that's a really nice thing to be able to do, though. I'm gonna go on a specific gold panning trip this summer, little solo trip up on the northern Susquehanna. They've got really good stuff up in the northern part of the Susquehanna. So it's the best area in PA because it's all glacial deposit from Great Lakes area. So go up there, hammock camp, try corn for carp. We got pack bait with bread and corn and all that, and panko, that is bread, and jello. That's what I was trying to say. We got pack bait on, so we are rocking and rolling. We're just waiting for them to actually commit. 27 people in here, 76 thumbs up. We are working for one fish today. If we give up here, there might be like a little area we can go, maybe a little creek to go catch a chub or something. I always like to, especially on live, I like to catch at least one fish for you guys, you know. Oh man, y'all. There's a heron. There he goes. That's me. I was hooked down on the bottom. I should have not said anything had you run over here.
I was excited. You good? You got...
That would have been funny. I should have not said anything, just let you. Yeah, I hooked Bob's rod on the bottom out here. Oh boy, y'all. I don't know. You got any little spots that we could catch something for? I like to show the people a fish on the live, no matter what happens. On the way back.
Yeah, I mean,
Little creeks. I don't know.
I mean, we're near the spot to get the grill, so I don't know if you want to do that while you're live or not.
I mean, I don't know. Someone will find it entertaining.
Yeah. Just don't show that. Like,
oh yeah, no.
Put it on you.
Yep. I'll turn around, face towards the road. Like.
Yeah. We could go up to that spot like Green Lane, and there's fish under that bridge pretty thick. Little guys, but like bait catching stuff. Chubs are in there. Little bass, lots of sunfish.
Yeah, I mean, I actually haven't.
If you have a micro set up, you could.
I do have a micro
in there too.
Yeah. Oh, rolling right there. Did you see it? Right where my rod is, and they didn't take it. Yeah. I actually haven't fished.
That would be good
since...
because if we're gonna get pizza, it's right there.
That's a good point. Yeah, no, you're right. We might be making a spot move, just doing something little. We got the ultralight out. I mean, I kind of am just itching to catch a fish. I don't think, I'm thinking, but I don't.
You'll definitely catch
I'm
that.
pretty sure I haven't fished since I got back from Florida.
You will definitely catch
So,
that.
busy with college stuff, shooting my bow a little bit, doing a lot of shed hunting, but I have not fished, I think, since we've been back from the Florida trip. So.
I do have to be home by 2 that works for me.
All right, sounds good. Cohen Jepson, don't know what that means. You got a bunch of letters there, but they're not meaning much to me.
Packing up, so I'll just get right to packing up.
That's right.
Usually, as soon as you pack everything up, you have a takedown. You're like, oh, you'll be staying there?
Well, I mean, when you're waiting for carp ride, you're always looking for something to do, so you could just be packing up and unpacking all the time. Catch a bunch of fish.
For Philly live, back when we were getting Philly live,
Yeah.
I caught a lot of fish packing up down there. There was a series of like 3 lives in a row we had takedowns while packing up.
Huh. Do you have any plans to do Philly or New Jersey again this year?
We were just down there a couple nights ago. Honestly,
Doing much in the summer?
I'm not sure. That shooting was right there. We saw it again. Second time we just drive by shooting. You guys go right by, gone out the window, shooting at the car in front. Right catch, one shot. I don't know, man. It was so loud. I probably will, but I'll probably go. I don't want to be. I want to get there in the middle of the night, fish in the morning.
Yeah.
Because then it's quiet. Let everyone pass out. They're home.
Yeah.
And parking's easier then.
You got any plans for Jersey?
Like oceans,
Like
saltwater?
for your saltwater
At
trips.
least weekly.
I might join you on one
Yeah.
or two of them. I also want to do. I was talking to my buddy, and he's gonna give me some coordinates. I might make it a thing. Like if you go down, I'll come with you, and I can do stuff with you. And if you guys head back, I might stay, and then go do Pine Barrens.
I was gonna say we camp at Pine Barrens for flounder in May.
Yeah, I've heard that there's like some crazy freshwater cool stuff in there too.
Yeah.
My buddy's going down there. He's gonna give me all his coordinates where he catches stuff in the Pine Barrens. I'm like, all right, I'll take it.
That place
So
easy to get lost in there.
other channel catch fish with a blade of grass. Well, I've caught fish with all sorts of weird things.
Yeah.
I've caught fish on a bare hook
It's
before.
like the dude was telling me in chat one day. He's like, I catch catfish commercially with soap, and he was telling me, I'm like, but you have 300 hooks, and like they don't use soap because it's better than worms. They use soap because it's cheaper when you have 300 hooks. I was like, so if you statistically analyze
although
this,
I did catch that one on the marshmallow.
and I was like, I'm like, because he didn't even know. I'm like, well, why are they using it? Is it because he didn't know? Yeah, you worked there. You just worked there putting ivory soap on hooks. Man. That being said, I'll definitely be trying it, but
Yeah. I mean, it's cool to know that it's possible. Is it ideal? I don't know.
right.
It's possible.
You throw enough hooks out there, you're gonna catch stuff.
All right, y'all.
Many times.
So here's the plan. We're about 2 hours into the live. Not much of anything going on in terms of the carp or smallmouth bite here at the creek. So the general plan is we are going to work our way towards a couple of other objectives. So we are going to work our way towards getting the pizza. That's going to be the end goal.
We'll hit the pizza.
Yeah.
Then we'll hit the other spot that's right there.
Yeah.
Well, we'll get the grill first.
Yes.
The grill's right here. We'll get the grill, then the pizza, then we'll do some fishing under the bridge.
All right, sounds good to me. So yeah, here's how this is gonna work, y'all. We're gonna pack up get ourselves working over to Travis Yoder's house. He has a grill that Bob's picking up and taking. You guys know Travis Yoder. He's been in and out. He's a viewer of the channel, viewer of Bob's channel as well. So he's Bob's getting the grill off him. Bob couldn't do it, which is why I'm here today, because I've got the truck. So we're gonna go pick up the grill. I'm gonna shut down the live, do that. We're gonna go get pizza, but be prepared for me to pop back up. And we're gonna be fishing for some small stuff in another spot. So I will be popping back up. I'll go shut the live down in an hour, hour and a half, something like that. I will be back. So be prepared for that. I thought something was just happening on that rod. Possible. Anyway, but that's the general plan. So when we shut down the live, hour and a half later, we might be back with some small fish targeting. So yeah, after a grill pickup and some pickle pizza, is that what we're doing?
You're up for it.
Pickle.
It's my favorite.
Hey, I mean, I'm willing to try. Never had it, but pickle pizza sounds fine to me.
We ate there before, but I think we had like cheesesteaks or something.
I had a sausage sandwich. That's what I
right.
had.
Yeah, we did. I did too. That's right.
That was after a successful carp fishing adventure. So, yeah, 78 thumbs up, guys. We will be back in action more than likely not too long after I shut this one down. So keep yourself posted.
That's a good meetup spot too.
Oh, yeah.
If somebody's coming to meet up and needs food, Charles.
Yeah.
Right there.
That is a good call.
If somebody needs a drink, there's a legal spot to do it.
Yeah.
Breweries over there too.
Oh, guys. Unfortunately, we weren't able to get a carp today. But yeah. I am off on the majority of Fridays throughout the rest of the semester. There's only a couple weeks left, and then, you know, in summer, I have some availability. So,
If you want to finish up, we'll hit Carp up pretty.
yeah, I mean, I'll do work for my dad, and I'll do freelancing for landscaping, which is what I do. So my schedule's pretty open. I can be like, well, if I want to get up at 6 in the morning and go fish till noon and then go work from noon until 6, I can. So
Yeah, we'll be trending earlier lives.
yeah, no, I mean, let me know if you have any sort of special things in mind, and then I can also do things like, well, I'm going to work 10-hour days these couple days of the weeks and all that, and then go do some adventures 2 days of the week, and then work 10 hours a day for the last 3 days of the week. So
Well,
I have
really,
lots of flexibility.
Up for is some, like if you wanted to do something, like we could go out and catch some trout Friday mornings, and then go back and grill them.
Yeah.
Smoke them over the open fire. You could even try it, like if you have a different stove thing you want to mess with.
Yeah.
Come back, do it on our property or whatever. We'll fish like the U or whatever.
Yeah.
Come back, and
I don't think I've ever fished the U, actually. I mean, like I know of it, and I know you guys fish there a lot, but
nice spot. It's just so nice to walk in.
Yeah.
Cover water there. Come back, we'll cook them up.
We'll pull in one of these rods.
And Steve sometimes will come over, but do you like shellfish?
Yeah, I do.
So I started roasting them, mussels, clams, and oysters. So if we get all together, get like Steve up there, $35, I can get like a smorgasbord of shellfish from where I work.
What do you think? Would something bite this? Look at the action.
I caught a huge bass, reeling a method feeder in once, in winter.
Oh, man.
During the fish contest, which counted.
Oh, yeah.
That was my largemouth bass. Talk about a freak catch.
My first ever like sizable largemouth bass, he was about a 3-pounder, way back in like 2018, 2019, my first ever sizable largie was I caught a bluegill on a trout magnet jig head and was reeling it in, and a bass ate it, and I hooked the bass on the trout magnet jig head, and I was like, ah!
That's so hard to do. Getting it hooked, you know.
I was like, what do I do? I had like 4-pound line, and I was like, at that point in time in my life, like I didn't know how to fight fish, so I was like, is it gonna break me? Is it gonna all these things? So I was like, it was a 3-pounder on 4-pound line. You're fine, you know.
Yeah.
But it was like the biggest thing in the world to me for a couple months. I was like, oh, and then I caught a 9-pound catfish on a Ned rig, and then that was like the biggest thing ever. So yeah. All right, y'all. So I'm gonna pull this rod in. We are gonna close it down. Go get a grill, go get some food, and then we'll be back. So.
I'm gonna do the same thing. I'm gonna shut this down a little bit. I don't want to be live going to my buddy's house to pick up the grill.
All right.
And then we'll
I'll
pick
see you
this
guys
back
soon.
up at the next spot. All right.
Use live goldfish. That's
Illegal.
Yeah, illegal. All right, y'all. I will see you guys shortly. We will be back fishing at a different spot in maybe an hour, hour and a half. So stay tuned. See you guys then.
Pizza's on me. We gotta